and my ideals are crushed. I'm disgusted with life, and my only joy is the escape of sleep, the cousin of death. Saturday, December 10th, 2005. It seems that my being jumped by the Bloods has drawn a certain amount of sympathy, or maybe pity, from both the COs and the inmates who know me. I've been hearing a lot of...
Yeah. I want to call this one Black Boys Anthem.
By any means necessary.
This goes out to all God's sons.
We're shedding blood now. We're being killed.
The best of us. Niggas like me. Y'all niggas be tearing down, crucifying, slandering, and killing. Yeah, all that shit.
Yes. What's up, y'all? Back in the house once again.
Yo, what's going on?
Father, Son, and Trolley Ghost, man. I'm your host, Heru the First Son. It's my son.
Reek, the young OG. You know it's me.
We back at it, man. We gonna get into it. Today's topic is gonna be about the unique position that gangsters occupy in society.
Okay.
Some of these things was one of those things that y'all kind of lost. Like you young niggas kind of forgot how to be gangster. You niggas done forgot how to be gangster. I ain't even saying you young niggas. You niggas.
In general.
Young niggas wasn't taught right, so that's why you don't know. But niggas done forgot how to be gangsters, and so, this is something that kind of occurred to me, and I see it as almost a principle, honestly, of society. Like gangsters, or maybe what may be actually gangsters probably fall into a larger category, which is really what I'm talking about here, which is outlaws. Mm-hmm. Because outlaws of whatever kind, in whatever society, whatever they were called, they always occupy a very specific position in society, and to be aware of it is to control or to have a measure of control over it, especially if you choose that route. Like, what kind of outlaw are you going to be? And I'm going to talk about some of that a little bit.
Okay, I could dig it, man. I would say in a time like this might be the perfect conversation, being that Young Thug, got his thing going on. I don't know if you know about that, but, in short.
Of course.
Yeah. This nigga and his whole crew started snitching on each other, man. This
shit is just a whole sad clusterfuck of fuckery, and then gangster shit. Like, Young Thug was already, for me, like, come on, bruh. Yeah, man, Atlanta is a wild place, man. Like, that homo thug thing, that shit is real out there from what I hear.
That gangsta-licious shit, man. That nigga was not lying with that gangsta-licious, bro.
Yeah, they did that a while ago in Boondocks, man.
Yeah, he foresaw that. He seen that.
Yeah. I mean, he was hitting 50 Cent in the head with that shit, but look what it led to, though. Even though Fifth, wasn't really, I don't know what none of these niggas do, honestly. Let me not even.
To be honest.
Like, because you be thinking a nigga is solid, and then all of a sudden.
Nigga was with Jeffrey Epstein or some shit.
Yeah, some bizarre ass shit come out about this nigga. Like, but it was like that in prison too, man. And it was even worse in prison because, in prison, like out here in the world, you might know niggas and for a little while and not see them ever again, not hear nothing about them. Prison, you stuck in there with niggas for years, so the dirt come out, nigga. Dirt comes out, nigga. You been doing some fuckery. Niggas gonna find out
you.
Eventually.
They about to know about you, man.
They gonna find out eventually.
But yeah, I think I was just making a parallel, like, being that him going through what he going through. a lot of people seem to lose respect, or they say like the death of the street nigga is
Yeah,
what
I
has
seen that
occurred.
theme a lot lately. I be looking at niggas like, yeah, some of us
Y'all
are the
niggas
last
allowed
of a
these
dying
people.
breed. Some of
Yeah,
us are the
yeah.
last of a dying breed. But
No,
yeah,
for sure. Like the ones that's really out here that's, actually living by some sort of principle. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to say a code because it ain't really like that, but you got some principles you stand on, and that's
something,
really what it's
something
about.
that's something that's giving some structure to what you doing. You just out here doing anything like that's not tough. I mean, I hate to break it to you, but life has this funny way of no matter how you try to duck the real shit, how much you try to duck responsibility, how much you try to duck work, how much you try to duck all of these. Life got a funny way if it's gonna find its way to you anyway.
Yeah, you
Even
run
be
away from it, run to that shit.
right. You don't want to be, and this is coming from the paradigm of being in the box in the matrix. But yeah, you don't want to goddamn work. You don't want to be locked up in a job. Hit them streets. They'll find a way to put you where they want you to be.
Man,
They gonna find a way to limit your freedom one way or another. Okay, so you need to know the game that you playing and how you want to set your sliders.
yeah, you want to be extreme? You want to be you want to be on veteran? Hall of Fame, or is you trying to play intermediate, or
You want to be on novice, beginner, intermediate. You want to be on insane.
man, she got some risks on insane, boy. I'm trying to.
And you playing with one life now. It ain't ain't no continues, no goddamn saves, none of that shit.
No respawns, none of that.
Respawn. Man, that's why people like to escape life. I'm like, oh, this really the only game that's going on, y'all. Get your head
Realest
out the
game.
sand. if you can spend hours learning how to be a master at goddamn Call of Duty.
Shit, fuck, you might as well be a master in real life.
Well, be a master in this motherfucker. Niggas don't like this shit though, cause you feel pain when you get hit.
When you fuck up, yeah. When you die on Call of Duty, that's it. But when you fuck up in real life, that shit hurt. That shit hurts.
So, to the subject, studying the outlaw, understanding the position of the outlaw in society and all these different ages. You know what I'm saying? And you know me, I'm always looking at you, black people. This is about you, and because you know what I'm saying. Like I said, gangsters have this choice. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't operate by the law, right? They willingly break the law and create systems to break the law, right?
Whole systems. Whole systems.
Yeah, so like nobody tells them what to do. Now there's a lot of consequence that can come with that and all of that, but when it comes right down to it, that's the whole point of being an outlaw. You know what I'm saying? Nobody tells you what to do. You know what I'm saying? You do what the fuck you want to do. And you bear the consequence and the weight that comes with that when you cross the wrong people, right? That's kind of the game. You know what I'm saying? So, or you get with a clique that's having their way out there, and this is how y'all running, right? And so, because of that one thing, the people, they generally got to follow the law. They're not creating systems to break the law and just do whatever. They go to work and they do the family thing, but they be having conflict with the establishment, as we're seeing right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And what I've noticed, especially with gangs, but with outlaws in general, because of that one fact of that freedom, if you understand the Egyptian religious scheme and how they broke down certain shit, there's this specific point of spiritual development that a man a man reaches when he comes out, and it's the first step toward the higher self, coming out of just being controlled by animal impulses, emotions, hunger, pain. You know what I'm saying? Once you step out of just being purely controlled by that, you hit this place that's called what? Heru. And Heru means will. And so when you hit the Heru stage of your spiritual development, you develop a will. And what that will is a choice. Now, just because you feel pain don't mean you're going to run from it. Now, just because you feel pleasure don't mean you're going to run to it. So Heru is the place of freedom, right? And it's that point where a man gets to choose whether you're going to serve the higher things consciously or consciously serve the lower things, right? So it's a very important point in spiritual development of a man. And I had this realization, oh shit, the gangster, the outlaw is Heru. The outlaw is that point, that Heru is that little space, that little group of people, the gangsters, the outlaws, the group of people who have complete freedom of choice of how they gonna move. You know what I'm saying? Because they've already set the tone, like, we not going by the law. We gonna do what we gotta do, what we see fit. You know what I'm saying? So being that they're in that place, it's funny because not literally but figuratively, they kind of represent the Heru of a society. And what I found is that the gangster or the outlaw can choose to either be for the people or for the establishment in how they move and doing what they do. And so here's where I indict you, black people, the black gangster. Because all throughout our history in the United States, the black gangster, not even because he was just such a noble soul and shit, but just because of the all-pervasive, all-encompassing pervasiveness of racism in our lives as black people, they couldn't help but to be revolutionary and for the people in certain ways, and kind of like the protectors of the community. Like Bumpy Johnson and the lady above him in Harlem, or they was working together, Madam, I forget her name, but they kept
There's some
Harlem
heavy names that you could do some research.
Yeah, they names you can do research on. I should have came with that in my head, but regardless, usually the pops is not it's always there. But they kept Harlem from the business, especially the underground business of Harlem, the numbers and even the drugs. They kept the Italians out of there for a while, and they kept dope from getting too crazy out there for a long time while they had power. Black gangsters always kind of occupied a position like that for us in our communities, and you niggas is failing. Like, you don't have no idea what you outside with a gun for other than to shoot another nigga. Like, there's no, and to get a bag in whatever way you can do it, no matter what, who, what, you know what I mean? And that's not it. You know what I'm saying? And this is why what I'm talking about is actually why you're seeing people lose respect for the street nigga. That's why that trope is out there right now, because a lot of you niggas nowadays are just babies with guns, high-powered guns. You know what I'm saying? And you act like it. That's why a lot of, especially where, like, places where it's extra hot, like Chicago, that's why a lot of you niggas is dying.
Yep. And just just got a disdain for yourself. It's tragic.
Like the old saying, if you don't stand for something, what? You're gonna fall for anything. And literally, like, and I'm not even talking figuratively. You all niggas already been falling spiritually for everything in the book. Nigga, you fall. Like, nigga, you dying. Like, you dying at a rate that you shouldn't probably be dying at because you ain't got no kind of organization of any sort. Like, you niggas would rather bang out, right? Constantly on some spin the block, find the op shit, rather than just create some rules between each other, you know, and territories that y'all operate by, and goddamn respect them shits, so that you could say, like, y'all, this shit ain't, I guess it's fun and games to you niggas until you catch that hot one. You know what I'm saying? But that's the problem with giving a child a gun.
That's it.
That's the problem.
There it is, right there.
This is why, you know, and this is why all of this constantly dragging men in your relationships, because all of this shit plays out. You a young girl, young man, have a baby, this nigga ain't shit, but this man gets older, and so do you, stupid, and you both learn. And when it comes to that child, man, like, y'all be, oh, the government puts guns in the community. Yeah. And there ain't no niggas invested in these kids enough to keep the guns out their hands, or at least show them how to use the shit right. Because you bitches can't see nothing but wrong in a nigga all the time. But that's another subject. Getting to these young men, you got to break up out of this feminine ass in your chest all the time, thinking that's not manhood. I know you think it is. I know as a young man how it comes off. Oh, nigga, disrespect me. Fuck that. You gotta know what your life is worth, brother. Even gangsters got to know what their life is worth. Like a real gangster, nigga, he picks his battles. Trust me, my young nigga. That's how he survived.
Y'all thought nigga was just going around swinging on everybody. He was just big T to everybody.
Right? Ain't no nigga in the hood got the 0 losses. Like, and ain't no nigga in the hood always in a position to be strong enough to be bucking up against the next nigga. You know what I'm saying? And so,
if you really from the hood, you know that you've been upped on. You done had the ups done to you, you know, and you know what it's like, and you done know how you back down from it. We all done been through it. Like,
I done told you. Yo, like that shit happen. It's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to survive it when it happens, you better have some sense and some strategy about you, because a nigga is gonna catch you lacking one day. Nigga gonna catch you slipping one day.
Your best response better not be to puff your chest, man.
And then you go to antagonizing the nigga, right? Oh yeah, and then, you know, I seen all of this shit, man. I've been seeing a lot of really violent videos, right? Of just wild shit. And you know, other things be happening, like niggas with these girls, the simp shit. Nigga talk to your girl in the store, nigga. Man come on and clap you, or you clap him over this dumb bitch, and it might not even have been like that, you know what I'm saying? But niggas be living in their chest, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, our women are so terrible at being women, they don't know how to de-escalate shit. Because they don't even live by the code of de-escalation. It's escalation always. I want problems. I don't want peace.
They going up.
That's how these bitches
I want war.
Yeah, I don't want peace. I want problems. Always. That's how bitches out here living their lives. So you would be lucky if the bitch ain't hyping this shit up when you and this nigga is clashing over some shit. You know what I mean? And that's just how this shit be now, right? So, code, structure to start with. Because here's the thing. I've come to the conclusion that, first of all, y'all don't understand the depth of the devil's intelligence, like whatever that is. These people, some of these people that are in certain positions, that's kind of, if they're even people, that are crafting these fucking agendas, the depth of their science of understanding you and how you operate and how y'all underestimate that shit. You done let these people study and dissect you niggas for 400 fucking years now. And change. Probably moving toward 5. Right? You think they don't know you? You think they're not playing you like a puppet? Like on levels that you're not even aware of, which is why I even do this shit. Because I, arrogant as it may sound, I understand. I'm intelligent enough to start to see their game plan. So let me break this shit down to you. First of all, y'all done got the devil works by making everybody want to be an individual. Want to be different. Right? And that's cool because you are. Mm-hmm. But it's not cool once it starts. Huh? It's not.
No, I just was saying,
Mm-hmm. Oh, we got a lot.
No, I was saying the buzzword that everybody be saying is called individualism. Right.
Individualism. So that shit, that shit causes motherfuckers. That shit is fine too, because everything is balanced in life. Yeah, you an individual. But you also part of something bigger that is very important, right? And y'all need to understand that.
Right.
The bigger thing is actually more important than your individualism. When you talk about the balance of things, it's slightly more important than your individualism. Just like there's a slight... men have to have a slight advantage over women in order for civilization to thrive. This is the submit thing. Like, the balance points of life are not just 50-50. You know what I'm saying? They get very deep.
Right.
It's like you got a sword weighted, and you try to balance something that's unbalanced, it might be more on this side than that side.
Yeah.
But that's where the balance point is, whether you like it or not, because the weight is on this side. You know what I'm saying? So you have to understand with a little bit, like, y'all got to grow up and just use your brain and understand that everything is not simple. So getting back to day science, they create this individual, like a lot of you don't even want no kids. You so disconnected from your soul, right, that you don't care about nothing other than yourself. Not your kids, not the people next to you, not your neighbor, none of that. So how that works then really is, because what I realize is that for the gangster, it's like there's no middle ground. Either you for the people or you for the establishment, right?
Right.
And so when everybody is out for self, even though you ain't necessarily for the establishment, you might say everything, oh, these crackers this and But if you ain't for the people, if you out here like, man, fuck that, fuck this, I gotta do it, I don't care about nobody, then you for them. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't create the structure and the organization to make your shit benefit your people, like, for example, take crack, for example. Now, a lot of people would have said the gangsters was wrong just for selling crack. I wouldn't say that. Only because y'all used it. You know what I'm saying? So, obviously, there was demand for it. And, at the end of the day, man, life ain't sweet. If you weak, you fall. And if you need to fall, and if the weak have to fall and it helps make the strong stronger, so be it. Because at the end of the day, right, niggas being strong and having control over the community is how you start to get rid of things like crack. But it's not until you get niggas get strong enough. You have strong men who's able to control other people in the community. Such a harsh word. I know everybody's like, oh my God, nobody should control anybody. But what you see out here is nobody controlling anybody. That's what you're looking at. I know they
Entropy.
they pretend. Yeah, that's what you're looking at. So you can keep thinking that nobody should control anybody if you want to. But the way that your body works, you can pretty much intuit a lot of God's plan. And if your heart did whatever the fuck it wants to do because your brain couldn't tell it shit, I don't think you would be living. If your brain couldn't coordinate all of the activities in your body and make it work together in sync, in clockwork, and in harmony, if it couldn't do that because everything was doing its own thing in here, you wouldn't be a being. So, you know, the
other shit.
Blueprint. Yeah, the righteous blueprint for a community is far from what we're looking at today. Today, because corporations make everything so goddamn convenient for y'all niggas, right? Mm-hmm. You don't rely on each other in any real kind of way, and then you start to lose value and appreciation. You're not respecting each other. We're not valuing each other. We're not trusting each other. We're not doing none of that because you don't have to. You have McDonald's to trust. Should you be trusting McDonald's?
I think we talked about this in the last one. You people, y'all give more trust to these corporations than y'all do to your brethren, you know, and that's why we can't succeed. Even when shit don't look right, you still don't come together at all, you know.
Don't come together none, man. Refuse. It's like the most insulting thing in the world. I mean, it's the most difficult thing in the world for you niggas to just respect each other and stop finding fault with each other, because that's a big thing. You know what I mean? It's easy to, you know, this shit is all in your books that you don't study. It's easy to see the splinter in somebody else's eye and miss the plank in yours, right? That's what y'all talk about Jesus so much, but don't seem to know nothing about the man or what he said or what he was about. You just what people told you he was about. And I'm trying to tell you, you've been lied to in a lot of ways, and a lot of things that are very simple, and they are also right there in that book. You know, you ignore completely, right?
Yep.
And then keep calling these names like, listen, kind of making this connection with gangsterism and shit, or the outlaw. You know, if you really pay attention to the principles in that like when God speaks, and like at least how he's portrayed in your book right there, a lot of it is street nigga shit, basic shit, like keep my name out your mouth if you don't fuck with me, right? That's a big one. A lot of y'all always got his name in your mouth, but you don't fuck with him. You don't fuck with nothing. You don't do nothing the way that, in fact, you ideologically sometimes argue against
God.
Shit that's in this book, this God, in any of his forms, whether it be Islam, Judaism, or...
Come on now.
You argue against principles there, but you always got his name in your mouth. You don't think that he ain't gonna see you about that?
That's pretty gangster.
Just like a street nigga. Because if you was in the hood lying on me, right, and causing people to take their support away from me and all of this other shit, nigga, I'm coming to see you about it.
I'm coming to see about you, bro. For sure. Like, you gotta get these hands. Speaking too greasy.
You got to see me about that, because what the fuck is you doing? You could have shut the fuck up, right? You ain't have to say nothing about me, actually. You could have lived your life and did whatever fuckery you wanted to do. He ain't stopping you niggas. Like, he's not impeding or fucking with you. Shit is just moving the way that he built it, but it ain't fucking with you. Why is you got my name in your mouth all the time and you don't, and then you crying all the time, and then you got the nerve to be asking me to help you out of shit and to bless you and shit. Man, I want to punch you in your shit, but I'll see you when it's your time. Don't worry about it.
Give you a cosmic punch right now.
Right through your noggin, nigga. What the fuck is you doing? Like, leave me out of your fuck shit. Right?
Facts.
Keep it real. Another one of those principles that's, don't lie, all that shit. That means keep it real, right?
Just keep it real.
And that's a lot of what's in that book that people don't be seeing. There's a lot of the theme in there, reality versus illusion, right?
Mm-hmm.
Keep it real. Another thing, street nigga shit. Gangster, outlaw, rap, I don't know, whatever. That's why I tell you niggas, like, hip-hop is on the low. The way that it's supposed to be is the church. That was the religion.
That was the real gospel.
Yeah, because that shit is for us, men, to be able to administrate society. And you bitches wasn't supposed to be talking at all in church. You supposed to be shutting the fuck up.
Let alone on the mic now. Good gosh.
Right. And look what you did to hip-hop. Now that you got your hands on that. Look what you did to the church when you got your hands on that.
Oh.
Am I lying? Somebody come and jump in my comments and tell me how it was niggas' fault. Tell me how it was some other thing fault. Right? Because even with the white man and giving us the religion, y'all niggas was still in better shape than what the fuck you doing now. So tell me how I'm wrong. Like, is that not in the book? Is that not what the conflict was in a lot of the churches? Like, women wanting to be deacons, doing whatever they had to do to the pastor to get up in the church, right? To get those rules to bend, you know what I'm saying, and break. Man. Coming in Sunday, they like, yo, bitch, get out of here. Your skirt too short. Pastor, that's not fair. Now you in there looking like strippers and shit. Tell me this is not what happened in the church. And then tell me that's not what we saw in hip-hop right now. Tell me I'm lying.
It's either they got the church and they're looking skimpy, or they done turn that bitch to a Sunday's fashion show.
Into a goddamn... some kind of show, cause sometimes not just fashion, sometimes that shit is just pure lunacy. Like, bitches acting like you speaking in tongues and doing all this. Shut the fuck up, yo, and stop fucking playing with people's intelligence, man. Before somebody come, people be coming in there. Like, listen, this shit don't be no game, man. Seriously, I'll be fucking with forces, right?
Unforeseen.
You be fucking with forces, and then certain things start happening, and then, it's always easy to see who the physical level.
Yeah,
how some shit happens.
How is it administered on a physical level? It's easy to see that.
Right, but it ain't so easy to see how, your spiritual wickedness kind of brought certain shit to you or opened you up to certain shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, so, understanding that.
Yeah, like, did you have any more codes you wanted to go over? Any more things in the Bible that you would say is related that would be considered?
On some street nigga shit? Yeah. Like, okay, so, boom, keep my name out your mouth. Keep it real. Pimps up, hoes down. G's up, hoes down. You must submit to the man. That is also a biblical principle. I know you don't like the way I said it. You don't like the way hip-hop puts it. But yeah, G's up, bitch. What the fuck is you doing up here trying to fight with me right now? Like, what are we doing?
It's funny. That nigga Young
Because
Thug.
if I get to really fighting you know you're not going to win. So why in the fuck is you even going to put me in a position? And I don't want to hurt you too. And you're taking advantage of that. Mm-hmm. And you women are taking advantage of that and then trying to call us abusers when, bitch, you just be pushing it so far that a nigga has to do something to you.
Come on now.
But you
Well,
take
no.
advantage of the fact that we care about you, like, authentically. Unlike y'all, because y'all don't give a fuck about us, really. Not as, like, humans. You barely look at men as human. Like bitches will do shit to niggas, especially niggas that they don't know or that they in early stages of relationships with.
Mm-hmm.
Like, stand you up. Cancel shit or not say nothing to you at the last minute. Dumb shit like that, where if a nigga did that shit to them,
Come on.
they would lose their fucking mind, and he'd be the worst thing in the world. But y'all think you can do these things, to and then you think that this shit. And here's the funny shit. I be noticing this shit too. Bitches be like, oh, niggas do this, that, and the third to us. But you do all of that to niggas. You do a lot of disrespecting niggas before you actually get to liking them. You think these niggas don't be forgetting that when they get their hands on you? When you took all that money from him and treat him, and then finally you decide to give him the pussy, you think he forgot? Some of them niggas hold that shit. And they wait to drag you if you fuck around and let them in. And they ain't wrong for that. You wrong. Why is you violating people unnecessarily? Some people have a vengeful heart, bitch.
You know, with you saying that, it just brought up this clip that I saw from a brother today who was speaking on a recent California situation where a news article where this young black woman was found in the walls of this white man's house. And this white dude did not look like he would score her in any time of day. You know what I'm saying? So it leads you to wonder, like, how did they even get to interacting with each other, right? You know, you just said that money thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah, you think, nigga, because you're robbing men. You got to know that, first of all, because they give you all this entitled bullshit to run on.
Right.
And it makes you go out and violate people and yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're not entitled to nobody's money.
Ooh.
I don't care how much you like fucking them or don't like fucking them. You shouldn't. You really, as a woman, if you want to keep any kind of authenticity about yourself, you really shouldn't fuck nobody unless you like them. Like, authentically. Not because of money. Like, that's just the first step. Like, getting back to sanity. Like, sex shouldn't be connected to money. And the reason why I say that is because when you as a woman connect sex to money, you just made your entire life a job.
Facts. You literally just signed up for employment. Like, you
just took a whole, because that shit should be separate from your commercial life. You know what I'm saying? Because if you take sex and bring that into your commercial life, now your entire life is a commercial venture, bitch. Like, anything that you, there's nothing that's not connected to money at that point. And
you went
that's
from
something to think
private.
about.
You went from a private holdings company to public.
Man,
Everything's
like,
on the market now. It's like,
think about, what do you do at that point that it's not about money? You know, like, you fuck for money, and then you got to go work for money. Now you don't enjoy either one. Because nobody really enjoys what they have to do to make money, right? So if you start making sex what you have to do to make, this is off the subject.
yeah,
But,
we
you know
get
what I'm
far. We
saying?
got a little off on the
That
tangent
shit
right there.
we went on a tangent there, but you know that came from the tenant though. G's up, hoes down.
Like Young Thug says. I just wanted to point that out. He said that in the song, so it's funny how he did that.
That nigga wears skirts. You need to be down too, nigga. Fuck out of here. You not a G. Stop it. Yo, I'm sorry. I can't go for the skirts is okay, and y'all niggas is tripping. There's a strong delineation and division between men and women for a fucking reason, nigga. Like, and they talking this shit. Next thing right now with this Bad Bunny doing the Super Bowl, everybody's in the uproar about that. Yo, y'all don't see the damn game? Like, they just doing the same thing for Latin America that they already finished working on your ass. You know what I'm saying? Destroy your entire identity, understanding the reality through fucking entertainment. Like, This nigga, I be down here listening to they shit, and they got that industry sound that they started using up there. They brought it here, put a reggaeton beat behind it, and threw niggas like Bad Bunny and bitch Karol G. Bitch Karol G is like the Latin American Beyonce, and they be talking a bunch of bullshit. It's better to be single. I'ma do shit my way. A bunch of sex, and this nigga's dressing like a bitch. Just all the same things that I just watched them pull off in the United States, and they coming down. They coming to Latin America with that shit.
Fuck, the beast is expanding.
And these bitches down here is breaking too. You know what I'm saying? They already had a culture where, you know, a lot of bitches had to do what they had to do, you know what I'm saying, to bring money home for the family, on some, you know, niggas coming to tourism shit. You know, they already got a culture where some of them were already busted open for money, but the mentality was different. It's like they bringing this back and they doing this. But now it's like, I'm like them hoes up there. Like, I'm doing this for me and fuck a nigga, and I don't want this and I don't want that. And I'm just like, I see it. It's right in the playbook. You know what I'm saying? And so,
poison.
Getting back to the point of the real point, even the gangster shit. Now, down here, you got what? It's different. They got cartel and shit like that. But all of that shit, you know, we see a lot of political theater. Now, I can't speak for none of them niggas. I don't know what they really on or what they not really on and how connected to the machine they are. But I already know that most of these illegal organizations that get that type of clout and power, like the mob, you know what I'm saying? You find out later on, oh shit, these niggas was working with the CIA and they was part of the whole program. And so I'm gonna say that to you young niggas, you blood, crib, gang,
Gangster Disciple, whatever.
Gangster Disciple, GDs, all of you. Like, y'all have been implemented and put into this program, whether you know it or not, whether there's somebody at the top of your organization that's actually interacting with the machine and then putting y'all culture together, or whether you just part of their plan through your own chaos. Like, you have to cut this shit out. You're going to have to do a little bit more thinking and figure out what you want your shit to be about. And, yo.
Not money.
If you can't do it as a great, grand organization, because y'all are pretty big, and this is why I look at you niggas and, you know, y'all can feel how you want to feel about me, but I don't respect you. Because you got thousands of young black soldiers, and you're doing nothing with it but killing each other. You niggas is whack. All of you. Like, you got Crips that don't get along with other Crip sets. They killing each other.
Yeah, it's just
what are you holding the same flag for? Why are you holding the same flag? You need to, if you sold, you not Crip no more. If you like, you gotta do something else, bro. Cause
these niggas going
holding the same flag and then breaking into sets and then fighting each other. Why are you holding the same flag?
Man, you couldn't really get through to these niggas if you wanted to. But yeah.
Same thing with the Bloods in New York. Like, you got niggas in the same, you just different sets, and y'all at each other's throat. So y'all got all of this power, basically, that you just squandering. And again, if you a nigga that's only thinking with your chest, and you mad at me and you feel like I disrespected your whatever, but if you a nigga with a brain, you know what I'm saying is 100% true.
No, you done seen your men just get squandered. You seen plenty of men. You know they were supposed to make it.
Yo, some of you niggas is not even about getting no money.
That's even crazier.
Some of them niggas is not even trying to get no money. They just trying to kill any of it. They just about beef. They about drama. They about, nigga, we lighten it up everywhere we go. Anytime.
I know if you.
Where you niggas get bullets from, first of all, because them shits cost a lot when you shooting all the time. Like,
they trip over boxes of bullets. I don't know. I met a nigga. This nigga never have money, but We always got new guns. Shit
You
crazy.
you can always kill somebody, but you ain't. What?
How the
I don't
fuck is that?
understand. I don't understand.
What? How does this even working?
I don't understand.
You can't even bail out. You over here.
And so, you gotta think about it, like, if that's what's going on from the outside looking in, because this is the same thing I think about when I'm looking at the Palestinian shit and the Gaza Strip and all that. I'm like, yo, you telling me a whole bunch of poor motherfuckers just got endless bullets and rockets to shoot? You know what I'm saying? Where is they getting this shit from? Like, I know where Israel getting it from. And you know what the answer to that question is? The same motherfucking people.
Yep.
Y'all think this shit be about all these different factions? All of these different factions don't exist. Listen, money and guns actually come from the same place and the same people.
Oh. Did you know that? Oh shit.
Just FYI, I don't know if you guys ever thought about that. But
No.
money and weapons generally come from the same place and the same people.
The
And
devil.
that place is in Europe.
The devil. It came from the devil himself.
Okay, now I know they might make guns in America. Yeah. As a European colony, yes, they do. Do they make guns in China? As a European, and let me not say that all the way for China, because China has a bit of their own autonomy. But trust me, they have that autonomy because they have the power to kind of weigh in on the machine. They part of it too.
Right.
So yeah, anywhere that's got a heavy position in the machine, they make guns and
Yep.
money.
Yep.
And they use them to control you. They make guns, and listen to this part. They make money, literally. Make money and control you with it.
They just made some more. A couple months ago. Put some more money in there.
Yeah. Now we gonna make crypto money. A new thing. Like, listen, y'all, this shit only works if you let it now. If you keep believing all of this bullshit, like, okay, guns and money come from the same place, so really there ain't all of these different factions. There's just people with guns and money and the people who don't have guns and money. Those are the only two factions on the earth. And y'all need to start acting like that. Because that's what's going to free you when you figure that part out. People with guns and money and people without guns and money. And there's a whole lot less people with guns and money than there are people without guns and money. All right? Now, I know how powerful guns are. I know how powerful money is. Violence, no, you don't have to do that. All you have to do is say, no.
We said this in the last episode, y'all. You gotta stand for something. Y'all niggas, we no longer know how to go without to stand for something.
You have to be willing to go without.
Niggas love convenience.
Niggas think you enslaved by somebody else. No, you're not.
Enslaved by yourself.
Enslaved by yourself because you keep buying everything that they selling.
Boy.
And that's what
they
y'all
selling.
don't get.
They selling shit.
And they doing their best to sell you anything, everything, shit that don't even make sense. And what do you niggas do? Not only do you go and buy it, you go and make it the next hottest must-have goddamn thing on the planet.
I ain't gonna lie, these hats kind of fly, but you know,
I mean, yeah.
You know,
And we all do it.
We all do it.
We all do it. I'm not.
I was using me as an example. That's why I said that.
I'll tell y'all something about me. The only thing that's different about me than a lot of y'all is just I'm aware. Like right now, I have a thing because I grew up in New York and I'm a slave, right? For having brands on me. I like big.
Everybody got their
on my
flaws.
shirts. You know what I'm saying? I like big prints on my shirts. Now, I don't really look for the name and shit no more because I got past that. But I still like to have now I put my own brand usually on my back in a big print. But I like to be branded because I'm a fucking slave. But I'm aware of it. You know what I mean? And being aware of it gives me the ability to have more opportunities to stop myself and divert myself from doing fuck nigga behavior. But I was programmed just like I had to drag myself out this shit, learn and you know what I'm saying, just really be astute in life to figure, and then just to find out that damn near everything I was ever taught was a fucking lie. It's a lot of trauma and a lot of self-work you got to do to get through all of that.
Yep.
But when you do, you come out clearer.
For sure.
But if you so emotionally attached to the bullshit that you just grew up, people telling you what your grandmama told you and your mama told you and your daddy told you and all these people, if you even had one, you know what I'm saying? If you so emotionally attached to that you won't even investigate the possibility that it might be flawed, then you just stay there forever. Like,
you in the cycle. Unfortunately, you know, sometimes I know we love tradition, but tradition is memory, and memory creates cycles. You
exactly. There you go. So a lot of that whole breaking generational curses shit, the key lies right there in your happy little memories. Right?
Mm-hmm.
For example, there was a story of a lady who, and this is a story that's been recreated in different forms, but so it's more of a legend, but it's a truth. Lady used to cut the top of a ham off every time when she cooked the ham for, when she baked the ham for Christmas. And she never knew why. She just did it because her mom did it, and she thought that was the right way to cut ham, to prepare ham. And she asked her mom why she did it, and her mom didn't know. She was like, I don't know, I saw my grandma do it. You just cut the top off the ham and threw that piece away. And so then she got curious. She like, shit, well, let me go ask grandma why the fuck she did. Go back to grandma. Grandma's like, oh, that because the stove was too goddamn small back then, so I had to cut the tops off the hams. That was the only reason I was doing that. That shit really shit didn't have any nutritional value or any shit like that.
There was no reason.
So that can be the trap with just going off of tradition. And then there can be a trap with trying to run off the reservation too fast too, like you niggas is doing now. You know what I'm saying? Trying to reinvent reality. Like, again, the rules of civilization, they're not random. You know what I'm saying? And I can tell. Because even if you throw in all your all these little theories that y'all got that challenge, different aspects or visions of God as it's been in the past, like the Enki, Enlil, the Anunnaki, any type of, even Greek mythology like Prometheus, and like something gave humans the rules of civilization, and they're in that Bible, and they're in the other books that y'all read, the Quran, and something decided to help humans civilize. And those rules are pretty much any book that you see that's about quote unquote spirituality or something like that. Mm-hmm. The rules of civilization are kind of pretty uniform, guys. Don't steal, don't kill each other for no fucking reason. Shit like that. Don't lie, because that's not good. Confuses everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for us to be civilized when everybody's confused. You know what I'm saying?
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Rules of civilization, try not to fuck each other's bitches when y'all got feelings, because a lot of fighting happens because of that. Fucks up civilization. Like, yeah, these are pretty uniform, including the whole, woman has to submit to the man thing. That's uniform in civilization too. Even for you guys who want to go into African lore and how they were matrilineal, I don't know, every African ruler, most of them, I've seen, yes, there've been a couple, I have to say this again, people, a couple powerful African queens, just like there've been a couple powerful queens in just about every civilization. But overwhelmingly, I see African kings running the society, so don't come with that bullshit. You have to submit to the men. That's how a civilization works if you want to build anything worth building.
Right. Want to be hunter-gatherers, you could go matrilineal all the way. You know what I'm saying? Go straight. I think we talked about this in the previous one, so.
Yeah. If you want to do that and you want to stay close to the land and all of that and not have luxuries of certain kinds, you can have, women have more say in anthropologically. Now, don't. You can think that I'm freestyling that shit if you want to. Look it up. You know what I'm saying? So, again, these things be all kind of connected, but I do want to kind of stay more focused on the young men and this gang, understanding your place and the opportunities that you have, right, to be something greater than what y'all are right now. Like, you don't have to be a scourge to every fucking body, young men. Like, you can't really survive on the planet like that. You got to be like contributing to something beside yourself. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not even contributing to yourself the way that you are operating right now. Like as gang members, as gangsters, don't think you ducking responsibility. You got responsibility for the community now. That responsibility is going to play out, and it's going to show in history. Like, let me show you an example. In Jamaica, the gangs, they had the shower posse, and they worked for the political party. I think it was, there's two political parties in Jamaica. They call PNP and JLP, the People's National Party and the Jamaican National Party, or Jamaican Labor Party, some shit like that, right? And each party had a gang that they worked with, of course, not officially, but everybody fucking knows it, because what they used to do is, I think Shower Posse might have been PNP, I can't remember, don't shoot me, but they're gonna go and they're gonna go in the hoods, and when it's election time, they get active, they get busy. They go out there and they make people vote for PNP. That's how they was used. And that model has been used in many third world countries. Haiti, same thing. The gangs work for the political parties. Many countries, that's how it works. And I bet you, dollars to donuts, little do you little niggas know, that's exactly how it works here, just different. They don't go and get votes. But y'all do other shit that they need you to do, like keep certain places fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like make sure that black communities don't have enough peace to be able to build. You know what I'm saying? That's enough. That's enough. They don't need you to do more than that. You know what I'm saying? Make it so unsafe that people can't let their kids play outside. You know what I'm saying? So that people feel a certain way, because that's how we need them to feel.
Then what we can do is we can several blocks up the way in your lake reservoir, we can install an AI server farm that's gonna drain all of y'all. You know what I'm saying? And nobody's gonna care because your place is so desolate. You know?
Right, because nobody got no hope. No, they just trying to survive to the next day. They can't worry about goddamn data center being put right there and sucking up all the resources and water and everything. Like they can't because you out here making this shit like motherfuckers is living in
war,
the jungle with just tents. Like they ain't even got a house to be safe in. Like this is how you making people feel. You know what I'm saying? You young niggas got a responsibility with that. Like, listen, you were a kid too once. And maybe you had a difficult childhood. But you got to understand, man, that to really grow in this life, you don't just transfer pain around. You know what I'm saying? We're not passing pain around. Like, you got to eat that.
You got to hold that.
You got to eat that. and then you gotta just be better than what you were shown.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And you ain't got to do shit. I'm saying this like if you was a person that's in the interest of, because a lot of you young niggas, you want to progress, you want to grow, you want to advance, you don't know how, you don't have no guidance, right? And then I've been there. Like, nigga, when I was growing up in New York, it was a thing for niggas to rob each other, and older kids would always rob younger kids. So of course I went through a phase where I was a younger kid, and niggas tore me up. You know what I'm saying? And I got really resentful at a certain point in time. And when I came down south, it was a culture shock because I had learned in New York that, nigga, if you in the street, like, if you can get a nigga, you get him. You know what I'm saying? And it was my turn. I was just coming to be the older kid when I got to North Carolina. So here I am in a completely different culture where niggas don't do exactly that like that. And I'm out here thinking, you know, Mobb Deep and Smith & Wesson fucked my life up. I'm thinking, like, you supposed to carry a gun outside. Like, this shit is dangerous out here.
Nice.
And that was the only solution that I had been given for that at that point in my life. You know, I mean, I had a stepfather, but, you know, he only had a certain amount of time with me. And even in the time with me, he was a CO. Man, when we went out as a family and it was late at night, nigga had a gun on him. Nigga had his service pistol on because he was a peace officer. He could hold one legally.
Right.
You know, so this is what I knew at that point in time. You know what I mean? So I understand what it's like to be a young nigga facing a cold world. But if you want this shit to, you know, even though, and this is it's the fucked up thing. Like, this life is about sacrifice. Like, because I ain't get to experience a smooth ass coddled life, but that don't mean I want to pass the same shit to you.
Man,
Some fucked up shit. So I gotta try to be better, right? And even with me not want, now the other side of that is, I don't want to pass that terrible experience to you, but I do want to pass you a experience based in love, but that's tough enough to make you know how you got to be, because
just in case.
Because just because you here with me, like, it's still cold outside. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm trying to say, y'all, is that, we want to see a better world. It's about us making it, and that takes a sacrifice. Like, you got to eat the pain that comes to you. You can't share it.
Niggas say, here, you have something, man. You have something.
Right. You need to know how I feel. You don't need to know how I feel. Because if you nigga, trust me, like, a lot of you niggas wouldn't be alive if you knew how I felt about you.
That used to be a saying. I feel like that used to be a saying.
But that's not for me to do. That's number one, you know what I'm saying? I'm not your judge and your jury. But number two, and then just physics of my own life. I learned early, like, it take more energy and just a whole bunch, it keep you in an old situation and all that when you go trying to get back at people and just holding grudges forever. Like, I'll be like, all right, nigga, as long as I don't see you again, you get the fuck out of here. But, you know what I'm saying? If I ever catch you somewhere, mood is right, nigga.
I got the ups, man, and I got the ups this time. The hood going down.
The mood is right, nigga. I might just do it, but, I'm not going out of my way looking for because listen, man, I got other shit to do. Like, niggas think they would get me back in the day, and the next day I'll be back right outside with the and they like, yo, this nigga is unbeatable. Like, he right back out here getting it. And,
how the hell?
And he look like that shit ain't hurt him none.
That nigga say he ate
That's
that.
even better. I like that even better. Try it again, though. Because now I'm looking for you. Try it again.
Right.
But yeah, man. Y'all niggas need to learn how to be gangsters, man. Like, gangsters, y'all niggas is part of the machine right now, and I don't really respect that shit. You niggas ain't building toward nothing. You ain't really got like much of a code, that, especially one that you standing on and abiding by. Like,
Right,
you
like,
losing,
I'm gonna lie,
like, you losing
that
your clout in the world.
losing it, and it's sad because at first off, you keep allowing the machine itself to dictate who you know what's your character, culture, whatever. You know, what's your character, what's your avatar. You allow the system to show these rappers as who it is, and we all know these niggas is fraud. You know, for the most part. So like, it starts there. Then you know, for the situations that do exist outside, you niggas is not holding cold. You know what I'm saying? For you niggas who is out here, you know, just from my experience, y'all niggas gotta get out the way, you know, or move with some principle. And then finally, once all those two is checked out, then the public outlook could finally change. And then, you know, these niggas on this internet these civilians who basically live like this weird ass double life where they'll do half incriminating shit. You know what I'm saying? But they're not criminals though, and they don't look at nobody. They don't look at anything criminal until they're put into the position where now the system is putting its foot on their neck. Now they want, you know what I'm saying? Now they want some type of,
That shit funny, man.
you know,
That shit funny. Looking at niggas like turn on each other and like right now, like, yeah, it's funny. It's a funny vibe in the air, cause
yeah, that shit. I just wanted to get that out. Before we closed out, I just wanted to get that last part. Because you niggas on the internet who act like that, you know what I'm saying, you're so
straight lace.
you know what I'm saying? Like, you haven't pirated nothing. You ain't sold a Nick bag. You ain't done nothing. Okay. So you quick to watch when Jerome get hit. You quick to praise Jerome getting hit today. Like,
Yeah, you know, these niggas, and it's wild because I be seeing both sides of it, like, because these niggas that be out here doing the tough guy thing just be taking shit too far.
they do.
And so these niggas, you know, and then they do that shit, and then when the realness comes, because here's the shit, y'all niggas think, I mean, that gunplay, it takes some heart, but you know what take more heart? Looking them crackers in the face while they got life sentence sitting in front of you and just being like, yo, I'm not telling you nothing. When they got 12 years over your head, when they got 20 years over your head, yeah, that gunplay is cool. That shit, adrenaline rush, no, that shit is over in a minute, though.
Yeah.
That goddamn 12 years is 12 years. That shit is hardcore. That 20 years, and y'all know that. So, you know, y'all think you be impressing somebody doing all that shit, especially shooting motherfuckers that ain't got no gun and walking off like you's a tough guy. Like, when that thing come down, that's when we gonna see really where your heart is. So, you know, it's like everybody said this a million times. That's why I ain't even want to go on that route, but that's true, bruh. Like, y'all niggas, but if you're gonna be tough, right? Because you're gonna do it anyway. I already know, right? Because I already been there. But do it for something is where, because I think maybe y'all can pull that off a little better. You know, and then maybe because once you got something bigger than yourself that you believe in, it like backs you, gives you a backbone. You know what I'm saying? Because you niggas ain't got no backbone, to be honest. Like, again, the gun shit don't impress me. Like, what y'all do in them rooms with them white people, that's why I be like, what you do in them rooms with them celebrities and shit, I'm looking at that.
They looking at it too.
Because that's where you, and then everybody's seeing you. You
Did
suppose you wearing a dress because you should be.
Come on now. All these damn men, man. All these niggas done heralded up.
You niggas is carrying the man bags and them purses because you should be. You know what I'm saying? Because you's a bitch. Like, and the gun that you carry that actually don't change that. Like, you got to man up when that real responsibility for what you doing and how you living come down. Listen, the working man, he in jail a little bit every day. He come home to his wife. He in the jail again with this bitch, and he's there. He's trying to take care of his kids, and he's doing his best to go the distance. Like that's that responsibility that come with taking on that life, right? And he faced that, and he do that. As much of a sucker as he look like to you, but okay, when the responsibility come for your life, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are you ducking that? Because that's what that is. No, you don't got to do none of that shit that nigga's doing. You the man. When the bigger man come, though. Yeah. Him lay the responsibility upon you. Then what? You have to still be the same big man. You have to still stay the same way. Like, yo, yeah, all right. But this is the code. I'm not telling you nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sinking. I'm not sending my whole clique to jail because I got caught.
Come on.
Because we all knew any one of us could go down for this shit. And what? It's not like this nigga, it's not like these crackers is saying I did something I didn't do. Right? So you have to still stay the same big man. You can't go on, oh, my girl and my kids. Nah, nigga, because that's what you could have been doing, right?
That's exactly what you should have been doing.
Yeah, that's what you could have been doing. You could have been doing the working man thing, and it could have been all about your girl and your kids then, but it wasn't, though, right?
Right.
So
it's true.
And then just because I always got to touch on this when I talk about snitching, you know what I'm saying? Just because niggas don't be understanding. Let me just put the counter on all of this.
Yeah, another. Go over it again, because we said it in the last one, but they, you know how niggas be.
All right. So let me put the counter on that. Number one, you niggas, especially you niggas that's in cliques, when your man go to jail and he not telling, stop fucking around. Okay? And what I mean when I say fucking around.
that shit just gotta stop fucking around, bro. Like,
because you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't, stop leaving that nigga for dead, first of all. You niggas was out here making money. You still probably making money. Send that nigga some fucking bread. And even if y'all not making money, send that nigga something. Do whatever you can. Fucking write the nigga letter, because these little things mean a lot. You writing a fucking letter when a nigga is locked up, and you're talking to a guy who did 12 years, or you're listening to me talk, this shit means a whole fucking lot. Do that. Stop fucking around. Like, you don't, out of sight, out of, fuck that. That's why a lot you get snitched on. Because of some of the shit that you do to niggas when they get locked. Stop fucking their girls. There's too many other bitches in the world for you to do that to that particular man with that particular woman. Now, again, you know me. I ain't on simp time at all.
right.
But when a nigga gets locked up, everything changes.
Yeah.
Okay? It's actually, because there are no women to take advantage of you in prison, it's actually okay to be a little simpish. Like, you get to missing shit, you get to thinking about shit, you the little bitch that you might have been fucking with when you was out there. At very least, you don't want to hear that she's fucking your homeboy.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, have a heart, guys. You know, is all I'm trying to say here. When your man goes down, especially when he's holding that weight for you. Bring somebody up, bring his kids, bring his bitch, bring a bitch up there to see him. This is the guidelines. I'm giving you a hood Bible. Please, because you niggas talk a lot about Nicky Barnes being a bitch ass nigga and the snitch, but if you look at that whole story, a lot of you niggas, most of you niggas, the overwhelming majority of you niggas that's even saying that bullshit about Nicky Barnes would have told on them niggas too. Because why the fuck couldn't you just not do that? Not start fucking my wife after we had an agreement on the streets not to fuck each other's bitches and shit. And you go and fuck my wife when you get locked up. And I've been in here X amount of time holding this case for you niggas. And then I find that out. I'm not saying he's right. I'm just saying most of you niggas would have broke. And you can't tell me I'm lying about that. So
Come on now.
Respect got to be on both sides. Again, you want to enforce not snitching, that's cool. Kill all rats, that's negative reinforcement. But positive reinforcement, that also needs to be part of the equation. Stop leaving niggas for dead when they take that weight for you. Because you know that really and truly, you kind of owe them.
That's one of the main reasons the mob was able to run.
They took care of each other on the inside. And we are terrible at that. Any nigga that's been to the feds knows this shit. And they're going to tell you what I'm telling you is facts. Like the Mexicans, they got a gang called Paisa. It's not even a gang. It's just a bunch of regular Latin niggas making sure that we all good. So it's basically a gang. But there's no gang like official, like on the outside they're like carpenters, electricians, like they ain't got no gang affiliation whatsoever. But inside, Paisa, because them niggas know as soon as a Spanish nigga come to the gate, clink, come in, Spanish niggas running up on them, they got a care package. Bow, here you got a couple soups, blazy split. A nigga come in, dirt poor, nothing. Niggas like, oh look at this. This is bum ass nigga. And
shit.
You know, it's like that ain't cool. Like we gotta do better as a people as far as organizing and thinking and helping each other and just being a people, a functional people. We are not a functional people right now, if you really think about it. We are in great dysfunction, and if the corporations left tomorrow, we would probably perish on the planet.
Yep.
It's at least black Americans. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, and then the last piece about the snitching, sorry, I went a little long on that, but the other part about snitching is y'all have to know what it is. Okay, because a lot of you niggas out here violating people and then calling them snitches when they tell on you. No, they didn't agree to get violated by you, bro. That's not snitching. Okay,
Right.
Now I'm not talking about the extra gangster nigga who talking about their gun go off and you go test them one day and when one of y'all shoot the other and and then he go tell, because that's like agreed upon combat. So that is snitching. But if you just go violating people, that woman house you selling crack in front of that told on y'all after she asked y'all to get the fuck off her corner for 20 times,
Yep.
she's not a snitch. Your man, when you plant shit on him and he tells on you, is not a snitch, because you're a fuck nigga for trying to plant something on him. And that's a strong argument that's been in the hood for a while. And I'm going to tell you straight up, that's what side of it I sit on. You cannot plant things on your man and expect him to hold that for you. You fuck ass nigga, especially when you don't tell him. That's what planting is. You know, you put your gun in his car, y'all get pulled over and you don't say nothing. You's a fuck ass nigga and he should tell on you.
Yep.
So that was the last thing I wanted to say. Agreement is part of it. That's why you called the rat, because when back that comes from back in a lot of the terms we use come from maritime era of the world, when niggas when the ship starts to sink or it's on fire, the first thing you see in the water is rats. They out of there.
They out there, bitch. Okay.
That's why they call them rats. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all formed the ship when y'all agreed, yo, us five, we gonna do this thing. And we know it's gonna be dangerous. And we're gonna fucking take the risk and we're gonna do it because it's gonna big payoff and it's big gain. That's the deal. We're gonna do it together and we're gonna do our best to get away with it.
Right. But if we don't,
and the unspoken part of that agreement, or the spoken part,
or unspoken,
either way, nobody want to go to jail, so nobody is trying to tell. That's the point. So if you get caught, yeah, like you was a rat, the ship go down, you jumping off the ship, you going, oh, now you a law-abiding citizen, right? I'm just working with the law because it's the right thing to do. You faggot ass nigga.
it's the right. The fuck?
Why was you with us then? When we made, are you undercover? Like, yeah, rat, snitch. But
sir.
agreement, that's what makes that. It's not just you go around violating people and telling them they rats when they tell them you're stupid ass. All right, I'm done for the day.
I hope y'all enjoyed it. This one, we got a little extra meat on the bones for you to chew on.
Yeah, man. We working on some things for the future, man. Try to liven this thing up for y'all, some too. As far as what we offer and some value we could offer and shit like that. So stay tuned. But until then,
stay tuned.
Like, comment, subscribe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we need that. Little algorithm boost.
Yo,
share it, you know.
Jump in the convo.
We got the clips for you. Show it to your friends.
Yeah, spread it around, especially them people that need to hear something that I say. Go on and send it to them.
Yeah, just send it. Don't even say nothing else. Just send it.
Don't even say nothing. Just send it. And when they start asking you, just be like, hey, I just thought it was pretty funny what he said. Well, pretty cool. Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway.
Other than that, we appreciate you. Yes.
Father, Son, Trolley Ghost. We out.
Be safe. Peace.